still have the family lunch that went on a little bit longer. So I have a million people in my house right now. So sorry if
no.
it gets loud.
That's okay. So we wanted to ask you what your favorite and least favorite moments in the circle were.
Okay. Let me think. So technically my favorite, I guess, part of the season was probably when Alex and Catherine met up. Just because I know that Alex was really close to Catherine, and seeing Alex's reaction to Catherine not being Catherine, I think was kind of like it was nice to see. It was nice to see, especially since they were so like, I don't know, they were like a little duo. So that's probably my favorite part of the season.
That's a great favorite part. What about a least favorite part?
I'm gonna stick to what I said, and it was probably me getting voted off because I decided to get coffee, and I missed. Yeah, I missed a nice chunk of the game in the morning because they were doing construction near my house. So it took like 2 hours to get coffee. So I
Oh
think that's
my
probably my
gosh.
least favorite. But the coffee was good when I did eventually get it. So it
I
wasn't all
mean, at
bad.
least it was worth it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I got like the biggest size. It was nice. It was cold. So, but I mean, ultimately that kind of was a deciding factor as to why I was no longer in the game. So, you
Right.
know, it's what it is.
We'll start the
Well,
hashtag.
thank you, Patricia. We'll come back to you
Okay, cool.
when we get to the finalists.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, guys. The next person is Cody, but he could not join us. So I have his best and worst moment. He said his best moment was succeeding in the Lady Gaga impersonation, the Snatch game. He really liked that Snatch game. So Jess did a really great job with that. His worst moment was coming last in the very first rankings. That's gotta suck. All right. Wish we could have joined us. Sorry, Cody.
Next we're going to bring on Alex. And that should be fun.
Very active spectator.
Very active. So fun.
Love it. Love to see it. All right, he's connecting.
Yay.
Woo! Can we hear him?
Hi, Alex. Oh, you're
Hi.
muted. There we go.
Oh,
Hi.
can you hear me now?
We
Hi.
can.
Okay,
Hi,
good.
how are you?
I'm good. I was super bougie and got AirPods just for this, but I didn't know how that was gonna work. So I was like, let's hope that you can hear me so that I don't have to sit like on top of my phone.
For real. Hey, we just wanted to check with you on your favorite and least favorite moment in the circle.
Ooh, I mean, I had so many in the 3 days I was so I guess I mean, I actually do have like two kind of quick ones for each. I say worst. One was watching, if you can't tell from my shirt, watching the players on Schitt's Creek Day from the Great Block Player Beyond. I was like, these players don't know what this show is. This is torture. But no, I'd say my least favorite moment while I was in the game was probably like the stupid emoji conversation about Radia, that I shared with Kat. Because it wasn't even that serious. It was literally just like an observation. I was like, oh yeah, it's weird that she didn't do this, right? And of course, Kat being Kat went and spun that a different way. And it blew up into this whole thing that became a running gag. And I was like, I wish I kept that in my diary. It wasn't even that pressing. I was just like, hey, let's think out loud with this girl I trust. So I kind of regret that. But on the positive side, I'd say on a personal note, I really, really enjoyed getting to know Jay. She came in and we started talking a little bit of games, so I did respect that. But I love that we just like went on a tangent about Disney, and we were having. She was just such a genuine person, and we connected on all sorts of levels. And even though I only got like half a day with her, she was probably the person who I felt like I genuinely like enjoyed talking to the most there. And then I love the pop quiz game. I mean, I'm a huge Drag Race fan. It felt very Snatch Game. I got to impersonate Kelly Clarkson, who I absolutely love. So I'd say that would have been my favorite game moment. Like, and I did win it, but like that wasn't even the point why I liked it, because I was like Googling for my life trying to figure that trivia out, and that was stressful. I more so love the puns because I really enjoy a good corny joke. So, but overall, I had a great time.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on to.
Sounds good. So I'll mute myself.
Sure.
Yes, perfect. We
Love
still
the,
get to see you though.
yes, love the shirt. Thanks for joining us. All right. So again, Jay could not be here. Sad. But I know their worst and best moments. So the best moment from the season was actually getting to see the other side of the circle as a spectator. It was really cool seeing everyone's chats, sort of like eavesdropping. So we all love being a spectator. It's so much fun. It's really
It's the
stressful
best.
in the game, right? It's not just
And
me.
then out of the game, you're like, why is everybody stressing out? Sucks.
It's so different. All right, so Jay's worst moment of the season was trying to incorporate themselves a day late. Wish they had been more active and given themselves a better chance. That is hard, coming in late. That is hard. Definitely not the easiest part. All right, we can move on to, looks like Remy is joining us.
Remy will be joining us. Remy was a demigod, and she played this season. So it'll be interesting to see it from her perspective.
Mhm.
Do we have Remy? I'm sorry, I'm on mobile.
Hello.
There we go. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was it being a player versus a demigod?
It was definitely really interesting to like see the other side because like I never got to experience it except when I would like see Scott playing. So it was really cool to like finally get to like understand like the like stress of the like alerts and stuff. So that was really fun to like get to know like what it was to like play. And I feel like I'm now can finally I feel like official now.
I love it.
So what was your best and worst moment in the circle playing?
So my best moment was definitely when I was in both group chats by the new players. That definitely lifted up my spirits that day. I felt kind of like
Oh,
popular, but it just felt nice because it felt nice that they wanted to like that I seemed fun enough for them to like want to include me in their group chats. So that was really fun. I think my worst moment was probably the pop quiz game because I was just the entire time I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to like, I'm not good at copying or imitating other people. So it's like, it was kind of funny, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. But I think that would probably be like, that was the moment when I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. And I don't think I was like prepared for it. That was the first event. So I was kind of like nervous, but it was still like, the entire experience was a lot of fun.
awesome. Awesome. Okay, we'll come back to you in a little bit.
All right.
Now we're going to bring on Natalia.
This is nice. This reunion, guys. Thanks for coming. This is fun.
Right?
This is
You
good.
guys are doing great. And I'm sorry, I keep swiping my phone in the wrong direction.
Natalia! Check you out. Are you unmuted? Uh-oh. You gotta unmute ya.
All right, I think that's that.
Oh. Hi.
Gotcha. Kind
We
of.
got ya. All right.
You know,
Oh, no, maybe not. Where'd you go?
something wrong. Audio cutting out.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right, let's try though. So can you tell us a bit about who you catfished as and who you really are?
Oh, okay, yeah. So as Natalia is actually, I was originally going to come in as the girl that I'm talking to, who lives in Mexico. Her name's Natalia. But last minute, that things changed, and so I quickly grabbed a friend of a friend's. I asked him. I was like, "Hopefully, this will work." And I didn't think that it would be too bad, but I was wrong. But yeah, so her name, the profile picture was actually this girl named Sophia, and so, but I based it off of a lot of it off of the girl I'm talking to, Natalia. And but yeah, actually, I am Alex. I'm 18 years old. I'm not in Florida. I'm actually in Kentucky. But I was in vacation this whole time. I'm finally home now. It's a 2-week long vacation. It was a lot. But yeah, the whole time I was in Florida. A lot of my stories were true to an extent, except for the guy named Jack. I literally pulled the name Jack, the person I was talking to, from Jack Sparrow. So, yeah.
That's great.
So hey, awesome. All right, so can you tell us about your favorite and least favorite moments in the circle?
Okay, I would say my favorite. It'd probably be about like creating the Shade Queens group chat, because I think that really helped my game a lot, and I really connected with a bunch of the original players, and I think I actually like connected pretty well. And so yeah, I think that was my best moment. I don't know if it's my favorite, but my worst, that would be during the, I forget when it was. I think it's like when at some point they mentioned how they didn't care if I was a catfish. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily my worst, but when they said they all didn't really care about if people were catfish, I dropped my act so much, because I was just like, okay, I'm just going to lay down now and just relax and just play the game naturally.
Yeah.
But
Well, thank you. Awesome. It was great hearing from you.
it worked out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, kind of. Yes. We've all been there, so it's okay. All right. Next up, oh, I think Ashley is unable to make it. Is that right?
That's true. She said that she is going to send all of you some messages personally. So be on the lookout for that. But she had a last minute emergency, and so she couldn't make it. What we plan on doing now is we're going to turn off video for the block players, and we're going to bring in the final 5 muted.
Yep. Oh, I'm excited for this.
Yes.
This is good.
It's going to be great.
This is going to be fun.
We've
So,
got a game.
Yeah, saltwater fountain. Who's that? Let's see, Boy George.
Not see. There we go.
All right. Is everyone in? Nope, not quite. I can't count.
That's okay. I can only see 2 people at a time, so.
Yeah, like I have lag, so sorry.
I don't know, man. Let me try and fix some things. It was working a second ago.
Okay, saltwater fountain, can you mute yourself too, please?
Yeah. Awesome.
Beautiful. Is everybody in?
Everyone in? We have one.
Bye.
All right. Some screaming going on.
Oh, I couldn't see the bottom one. I had my screen too small. I'm so sorry. That is my fault. All right, guys. You want to play a game? You guys requested it, so let's find out who's who. We know we have some catfish here. All right? We know you guys do, because I don't think Boy George is Boy George. I don't know about you. Do you?
What?
Nah. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's a saltwater fountain I'm looking at right now.
All right, so we asked you guys to come up and bring a piece of paper and a pen. All right, so with that, I want you to write down who you think everyone is. You can use shirt color or their display name, whichever you want. Write down who you think is who.
We're going to give you a minute, and you get to listen to my awesome Jeopardy singing. Ready? Do 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 do. Mer 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 da da bum bum. Wow. Ouch.
Sorry.
Pencils down.
All right, you guys good? No?
No.
All right. I think we're ready. So you guys can unmute yourself. Well, let's show the answers first. Who do you think? And unmute yourselves.
I unmuted myself. I don't know if it worked.
Oh no, we
It
can
did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go ahead, Saltwater Fountain. Tell us who you think is who.
I didn't finish.
Oh. My
Because-
music was so bad you couldn't concentrate. I get it.
No, it was so iconic, let's say.
Oh, thank you. Just like Catherine. I always wanted to be like Catherine.
Layla, do you want to write who you think is who? Like, who is... Well, right, we know they're catfish, but which one is which?
Who are we starting with, Daniela?
Right, but who do you think is who, Layla? Like Saltwater Fountain, who's that? Is that Catherine, Radia, or Joe?
I have no idea. Oh my
Okay,
god,
Daniela, do you
I
have
just
Catherine?
saw that. Oh my gosh. Wait, I think Saltwater is Catherine. Has to be.
We'll give you another few minutes. Heidi, did you think it was going to be this hard? I was just going to guess.
I was just going to guess too. I would have been like, Saltwater is Radia, and,
Very wrong.
you know, Layla is actually Catherine, and Jan is actually like, I don't know, Daniela, even though I'm looking directly at Daniela, just for fun.
Now.
Daniela is Jan.
Jan!
That's it. We just
Because-
like give you guys a hard time. We love you guys.
It's not that it's hard, it's that I can't keep everyone on the same screen at the same time because I've never used Zoom before.
Oh, okay. You're a newbie just like me. That's fine. I like to joke that I'm too old for technology. So, there's Layla.
Hi, I didn't know if I should show myself already.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm real.
So, Layla, who do you think Boy George is?
I think that's Radia.
Okay,
I think so.
Daniela, who do you think Saltwater Fountain is? Okay, Layla, who do you think Jan is?
Joe. I think that.
Okay.
You guys
Boy
want to?
George, who are you?
I'm Radia.
I knew it.
Jan, who are you?
Uh-oh, you're on mute.
Oh, you're
Okay, am I good? All right, I'm Catherine. Hello.
And Saltwater Fountain, you are?
I thought I was supposed to play along.
Oh, you have your guesses. I'm sorry. I still want to see them.
This was Radia's idea, wasn't it? This game?
Yes.
It was. Oh,
Good
it
for you.
was. It totally was.
Nobody believes us?
Nobody.
We did not come up with this.
We didn't come up with this. This was in one of your chats.
It's mirrored, but if you can tell, Daniela, I wrote Daniel because it's real.
All right.
I'm Joe. Hello.
Yeah, introduce yourselves. Who are you really?
Start with me?
Yeah,
sure.
Joe is not far from the truth. I originally was going to go with the name Riley, but then I realized my Discord username is Joester, so that wasn't going to work. So my name is Joey. Everything else is mostly true. No part of me is Welsh. That comes from a friend of mine. The pictures are my partner, and the cosplay and all that, that's all my partner. But yeah, I play baseball and hockey. I work as an ice hockey official. As you can tell, I keep looking up. My webcam is below my monitor. But yeah, basically everything else is true. I gave this right locations. Yeah.
nice. Very nice. I loved the taco cosplay, by the way. So
Thank
please
you.
tell the real Joe.
That is Riley. That is their name. They will probably. They are on their way home from work, and my computer is right by the front door of our apartment, so you'll probably see them at some point.
Nice.
But yeah, we're both really into the Adventure Zone, so that was that was the cosplay I picked because I can speak intelligently about that one.
Nice. I love it. All right. Well, who wants to go next? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Catherine?
Okay, I guess I'll go. My name is Matt. I am a 29-year-old kindergarten teacher. The character Catherine is based on a good friend of mine, and a lot of the stories I've told were actually mine. The only things that were actually the real Catherine's are her husband is named Nick. I am not married to anybody named Nick. And then I don't actually have cats, but those cats are real. They're just hers. Pretty much every other story I told was true, especially like anything I said about teaching, except it would be younger kids than I said I taught. Then the picture I used was not the real Catherine. That was one of my college roommates. And some people mentioned that she looked a little bit young, and those are from a few years ago because she has since had children and she is like super pregnant right now. So I couldn't use any like current ones unless, I don't know, maybe I could have been a pregnant woman. That would have been something, but.
I would have loved that. Just saying.
That would have been so fun. I would have been there for it.
That would have been hilarious.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a special guest. Daniel has made an appearance.
Daniel.
Oh my God.
Oh, Daniel.
All right, Radia, who are you really?
So my name is not Radia. I'm actually Sofia. I'm French Moroccan, so it was half the truth. Yeah, I'm 21 actually, not 29. And I type slowly, even though I'm 21. So, yeah.
Where are the pictures of radio?
Aww.
Where did you
Just a random person on Instagram.
Okay. Very cool. All right, we're going to get to everyone. Don't worry. But I'm going to hand it over to Heidi, and I think we have some questions for Layla.
We do. In a minute, we're going to bring Remy on to ask Layla a question. But first, we're going to start with the spectator question for Layla. Is that how we pronounce your name, Layla? Awesome.
Yes, Layla.
So the question, Layla, okay. The question from spectators is, if you felt like you were being a bully to people, why did you continue? Do you find that as a good trait?
I mean, I didn't really try to bully anyone. I was just trying to be honest in that sense. I didn't really try to be purposefully mean to someone. You know, the only time I think I was really kind of mean was when I directly told the person that I was loyal to the people I was starting the game with. So I didn't really consider myself as a bully.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do we have Remy? We just gotta wait a second for Remy to connect.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm here.
Hi.
All right, you have a question for Layla?
Yes. So my question was, do you prefer being super influencer or influencer, and why?
I prefer to be influencer because I don't want to have all the power because it just looks iffy if I choose whatever I want to do. You know, I want to hear other people's side, so not all the power lies on me.
That makes sense.
All right.
It was so nice playing with you. I did really expect that you were a catfish, that your boyfriend was playing you again, and you were just saying that like to joke with us, you know?
Yeah, I felt like I didn't do like playing myself justice, so I would have probably just messed up being a catfish. I feel like I needed to play like a little bit of a stronger game, but it was my first game, so I was scared to come off like too strong.
Yeah, I get that.
The one thing I probably regret is like not being like more like I was trying to be more social than like strategic, I guess. And that's like I kind of like wish I would have changed.
I think the issue is really that you have a life, like you had things to do in your daily life. We were just constantly online talking to each other. We really don't have anything else to do.
Circle's a bit.
I mean, I tried to like be as on it as much, but like I was able to do it like the days I wasn't working, but like other days it was really hard to like manage everything.
All right.
Thanks, Remy.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to Daniela or Daniel. Excuse me.
Which do you prefer?
I love that. I really.
Oh my god. Daniela is okay.
that
Also, wait, I just think because I think I don't want to solely, but people always mispronounce my name. I don't know why, but it's easier. It's easier than we think. It's Daniela. That's it.
Did I do it wrong? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm awful.
Don't worry, sir. I
Nice
don't
to
know,
meet
it's
you.
American,
Nice to meet you.
English, whatever.
Nice to meet you,
I was gonna
Daniela.
say if
You have too many vowels. Too complicated. Five's better. Five is good.
I'm so sorry. People
Don't
mispronounce
worry.
it all the time. I'm Alicia. I get it wrong all the time, so I feel you.
Well, you're doing a great job hosting, Alicia.
Oh yeah, thank you. Best.
Well,
you.
Alicia.
All right, so I have a question for you. The spectator question. It was our understanding you wouldn't have blocked Joe if you became influencer through Bite the Bullet. If you became influencer through rankings alone, would they have been on the chopping block? Had you become influencer just on your own through the rankings without Bite the Bullet, would you have considered to blocking Joe?
Hard questions.
The answer's yes. You can
Yeah.
say it.
I was gonna say that looks like a yes.
Why?
But I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Come on. No, the thing is that maybe yes, because not because I did like do less, but I prefer the other girls. No offense.
Hey, Levy.
I mean, since I couldn't block Ashley because she was a new girl, I had no other choice.
Yeah,
I don't mean
you were kind of
I
close
had
with Natalia Alex at the time, right?
anything.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I wasn't a super influencer with that thing. Yeah. And also, I just did to stop the war, okay? I'm pacifist. You have seen the chat? Oh my god, it looked like a civil war, like Russia against USA, or I just run away.
Hello, Layla's cat.
Yeah, she's right now climbing everywhere you can imagine, being a kitten. I just have to look out constantly that she doesn't eat any plants.
Yeah, so when Joe and when you're fighting, I was like, okay, it's my time to go away, and hiding my diary until everything ends. So thanks God for stopping that thing, because otherwise you would be fighting like until 2013. I mean, and for the quarantine is over.
All right, I think Natalia has a question for you. So let's bring Natalia back. Sorry, I was just referring to everyone as their catfish name.
It's Natalia Alex.
Yes, Natalia Alex.
Not Alex. Sounds like the name of compound, or I have.
Yeah, it's a compound of Natalia and Alex.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Natalia.
Nico.
Yeah, I have a sore throat. I'm gonna go take some Natalia Alex.
Okay.
Cold.
All right, my question is, how does it feel? See, I don't know any Spanish. I know. So how does it feel that we connected over everything that is fake? Everything we connected over was fake, and I feel bad about it. How does it feel?
I want to kill you. But I have nothing to, so.
I'm so sorry. It's okay.
God, she's gonna kill you with safety scissors. Do you know how long that's gonna take?
No, I better.
Oh, God.
Oh God, she's got a knife.
What is happening?
Watch out! Thank God we're virtual.
I don't understand.
Oh my goodness!
This
This is the most violent reunion ever.
Most dramatic.
I am ruler to the power.
All right, I need
Most
to
circle
start
finales are
learning
like,
Spanish.
oh, it's nice to meet you in person. This circle finale is, I'm gonna kill you with a sword.
In fact, it's a giant ruler. A one-meter ruler. To be exact.
I tell you, Alex, you could have had it all. Could have been with us and Ashley. Instead, you're killed with a sword.
Well, I guess I need to go then. Hold on.
Well, thank you for the
Well,
question.
before anything bad happens, maybe we move on to Joe. We had your spectator question is going in. It seemed like you were here to win all the challenges. Do you think going so hard in the challenges might have hurt you socially?
I don't think so. But obviously the others can answer that better. I personally don't think so because I was, I guess, playing as too much of a fireball to the point that if I hadn't won all the challenges I get, I think it's Natalia or Ashley sitting here, not me. So I think I kind of had to go as hard as I could in the challenges. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even had a shot. Like, as Matt can confirm, at least that's what they told me. Maybe they were had other plans, but I don't think the plan was for me to be here until I won that iCloud challenge. So, if it hurt me socially, I don't think it would have helped me more than winning the challenges helped me game-wise, if that makes sense.
It does. Now, Ashley had a question for you, and unfortunately, she couldn't make it. So I'm going to ask her for you, or ask you for her. I'm really okay. What was all the talk in the newbie summit chat when you were securing a deal with Catherine in private?
I don't think that timing doesn't work out. There was never a newbie summit chat while I was talking with Catherine. There was the Laker gang chat while I was talking with Catherine. And that might be what they're thinking of, unless I'm misremembering, because I don't remember making any deals with Catherine while I was still talking with Natalia. As for that, I think it's at that point where I really, I was pushing with Matt so hard, I know you're loyal, and I know your best bet is with your final four there. But please consider bringing me and Ashley both to the final, because I really like Ashley. Ashley I thought would have been a great ally if we had both come into the game earlier. But as it stood, that was basically all we could do. But I was campaigning hard for Ashley until the minute they were eliminated. So there was no side bets there. There was never a newbie summit at the same time I was talking to Natalia. Or at the same time I was talking to Catherine, sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Radia, you're up. We have a
Hi.
spectator question for you. Hello. All right.
Hi.
So, after getting to see goodbye messages and full profiles, is there anyone you wish you could have made it to the end with you?
I think I would have liked to have Remy with us or Natalia. For sure, Natalia, I was rooting for her to be with us because she made the game more fun. For real. Every time I laughed as hard as I did was because of Natalia, because she came up with the boy story or whatever. She was the fun in the game with other players, of course, but Natalia, for sure, yes.
Love seeing two catfishes bond, honestly.
It's the best. It's the best.
Best. That's what makes Circles so much different than all the other orgs out there. So much fun. Awesome. All right. Well, we have Patricia. She has a question for you. So let's bring her in. Let's give them a second.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Patricia.
Can we hear you? Are you with us?
There we go.
There we go.
Sorry, I kept pressing later instead of okay over and over again. I apologize. 1 second.
Grace? You're good.
Sorry, all my
We're going on
all
a
my
journey.
families and everything. Yeah, I apologize. I had to sneak to my mom's room real quick. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. What's your question for Radia?
Okay, so my first question, I guess, would be, sorry, I just drew a blank because we're watching a really good TV show and I got sucked in. My question is, if you had a chance, would you align yourself with any of the other players that you maybe didn't get a chance to?
I think I found my people, like with Layla and Kat and Danielle. We had a good thing going on. So if I were to do the game once again, I will do it probably the same way. But I would have liked to have the chance to get to know other people a little bit more, for sure.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess we're gonna move on to Kat or Catherine. Do you prefer?
Sure, either one. I don't. It's not my
Either
name,
one.
so whichever.
Whichever one you want.
Mathurin.
Mathurin.
I have
Mathurin,
in
that's
my
what we've
diary-
been calling you in the chat.
Okay, I referred to myself as Mathurin in my diary quite a few times. So
It works well.
What we do, so.
I love when people do that. So for the spectators, they asked, you were sometimes seen as cliquey and kind of mean girl-esque. Was that-
Uh-oh.
you kind of,
We got Robot Heidi.
yeah.
Oh no! My internet is horrible. Am I better?
Yes. Much better.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes seen as cliquey and kind of mean girl-esque. Was that on purpose?
To an extent, I guess. Unfortunately, I feel like the way I was in the game is very close to probably how I am in real life. I do feel like, I mean, I played a lot of things up because I can't remember who I was talking to. Maybe I was talking to Joe about this at one point, that this kind of social dynamic we're all put through, it's so divorced from anything in real life. You're never sitting around talking with your friends and there's a studio audience sitting here laughing at you. Or, you know, so I think that did encourage me to maybe act that way more. And I think part of it also was it was kind of a shield, because in real life, I'm a lot more anxious socially than I portrayed myself here. And I feel like hiding behind kind of like a shadiness is one way to shield that, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I can understand that. I was catfished too. And it definitely helps kind of people with social anxiety, like kind of step outside of themselves and be somebody different. Do you feel like that was the case?
In a way, and that's, well, part of it, and I said this early in my diary, but I chose the friend of mine who is the real Catherine. I chose her as a base, not just because I knew a lot about her life and that she was a teacher, but because she is somebody that is really extroverted. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna be acting like somebody, I need to act like somebody who would succeed in this setting. And so initially when I tried to like play a persona, I was doing that. And as time went on, I feel like I totally dropped it and was just kind of became this weird like in between of Matt and Catherine. So Mathurin,
Gotcha.
I guess that's
How that came about, huh? Okay, so we have Alex coming to ask you a question, and we're all excited for this.
Is that why you put me last?
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Hello.
So I guess my question kind of feeds in from your last answer. So I felt like you and I were like super close, especially in the beginning. We hit it off. I gave you my exit call. I feel like I was the only person who didn't call Layla. But anyway,
Yeah.
Which that's no shade to Layla. Honestly, Layla, you and I
No
never spoke. I
problem.
was like, respect. They all
I know
trust
we
her.
didn't even
Call
speak
her.
at all.
But no, so my thing is, so yeah, I mean, during our exit call, you came to me because this was before Fishbowl. You're like, I don't think I'm bonding with any of these people. I feel like I'm next. Like, I don't know what to do. And I really like you. So I'm like, let me give her advice. Let me be like, hey, the new players are going to need people. You should talk to Jay because I just connected with her. But my question is, since I was genuinely trying to help you, why did you turn around and then just make a bunch of shit up that I never said to make me sound bitter? Because I never said fuck the OGs. I never said any of that stuff.
Did
It's not here for this.
when did I quote you as saying, okay, you know what?
You said
I think I know what you're referring to. So I remember initially, that's why when they were like, okay, we have a call from Alex and we're excited about this, I was like, oh shit. I'm trying to think like, what did I say that would have pissed him off? And I do remember, well, for the first time I told everybody about why you didn't trust Radia, I remember like, I remember reading what I wrote and saying, wow, that was a lot of hyperbole. And I remember like, I should probably clarify that he never said anything negative, which I did that time. And so when I used the phrase, quote, fuck the OGs, I guess I thought it was clear to everybody that I was speaking not only hyperbolically, but not verbatim, not quoting you. And I guess I didn't, when you bring it up, I did not tell the entire group the full advice you gave me, which wasn't, he didn't speak badly about the people initially, but he just told me to connect with new people. So I guess I apologize that it came across I was trying to like say that's what you said, because I think the whole part, like I did get caught up a lot in playing things up and being really hyperbolic about a lot of the things I was saying. And now that you bring it up, I guess I did not clarify to people that I wasn't quoting you verbatim. So I apologize for that. And I do hope, I guess if I haven't said this to people, the first day when I spoke with Alex, we were talking all day. And that's part of why our influencer chat was so quick, because we literally pretty much had already had that conversation. And I do want to clarify that, and I know you can go back and read it. He was nothing but positive toward anybody. Not just that day, but when he called me, it was the same way. So I apologize if I painted you that way, because it wasn't my intention, but I think I probably did speak too hyperbolically and just thought people knew what I was doing, and I probably shouldn't have assumed that. So
yeah, and I'll say I'm not necessarily angry. It more so, it kind of just stung, because I was like, I just like poured my heart out trying to help this person who came to me feeling kind of low in this game. And then I turn around and it's like, you said it, and you're right, like it didn't get clarified. But I think what stung was these players like Layla and Rady and Daniela, who just didn't know me as well, were like, oh wow, that's so messed up. Like, how could he say that? And I don't fault any of them because they didn't know. But it just like reading that as a spectator when I couldn't defend myself, it was more just kind of disheartening, because I'm like, oh great, they're gonna think that this is who I was, and that I was honestly just having a really good time. And I was like, fuck, I have to wait till the very end to clarify it. So that was more, I was just like, oh shit, like I just tried to help you. She just threw me so hard under that bus.
Well, I apologize, because now that you bring it up, I'm like, it's funny that I do remember saying like, oh, he was like, fuck the OGs, but I guess I should have been more deliberate in explaining, because I really didn't intend to like, I wasn't trying to lie about it. I just maybe assumed people knew what I was talking about. And as far as when it comes to like not following your advice, I will say leaving that call, one, I should have taken notes. He said a lot of stuff and I felt like I forgot it afterwards. But I did intend to follow your advice. But like I was gonna message Jay next. And I feel like the day I was going to, she was like, oh, I have to go to a barbecue or whatever. She was gone all day. And I was like,
yeah, totally.
Well, I guess I'm gonna message Joe. And then when Joe didn't talk at all, I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I think really what pulled me back toward the original players was when Layla messaged me on that day, that same day, I think that you were blocked. And when I got along well with her, I was like, well, I guess I'm back. Like, that's kind of why I didn't follow your advice at all. I think I just kind of got
that
pulled
part's
back.
fine. I don't care about the advice.
Wow.
You, at the end of the day, you had to do, and you did a really good job of like doing what you had to do to stay in there. You could have done exactly the opposite of what I told you. No problem there. It was really just more the perception part of it. But you clarified it, so it's good to at least hear that part.
All right. Well, I'll just say, yeah, like I do apologize. I really didn't mean, like I wasn't trying to be like, oh, Alex is a bitch, because I really was not the case. But I'll just, you know what? If I ever play again, I'll be more careful.
I just wanted to say, Alex, you didn't come off that way at all. every
Okay,
comment like I was making out of like your cause come out, I found it hilarious. Like your gif of "I'm back, bitches," that's hilarious to me. I didn't
I
think
had
that
to.
were mean at all.
Right. And I don't want to hijack this, but Ravi, I feel like I have to clarify this because in my worst moment, I talked about the stupid emoji thing that came up literally all season. Because I think our good friend Kat here, once again, embellished it a little bit. I literally just made the observation that you didn't like make a thing there. I wasn't like, oh, fuck her. And then Kat came back to me and was like, I just talked to her. And she said, I have nothing in common with him. I don't think I'm going to talk to him. So I was like, well, damn, now she's not going to talk to me. Like, what? Like, what's going on here? So
mean, that
it was
true.
literally never like a bad feeling towards you. It was like on day one when I have truly nothing to base any sort of like impressions off of, I was like, oh no, she probably thinks I'm fake or she doesn't think I'm real. I was like, she's gonna get rid of me. So it was never like a negative towards you. That's why you also saw me like sending you like love through the emojis. I was trying to make sure you knew that I didn't have any bad feelings that way. It was just day one observations. It was all I had.
Yeah, I get it.
While Alex is here, can I clear the air of the one interaction I had with Alex?
Yeah.
Riley watches Schitt's Creek. Joey does not. I was like,
oh, my heart just broke. No, I'm kidding.
I went up to Riley and I said, what character do I use? What character do I use?
Yeah, that was my worst moment, was watching all y'all do Schitt's Creek Day. I'm like, this is homophobic. I'm like, well, I'm getting shredded here. Just like, I'm like, oh, these people. I got Nadal Alex going, who's Alexis? I'm like, oh my God. But anyway.
No, David.
I mean, who's a baby? Oh my God.
The thing is, I was not going to pick David. Riley gave me a character. It's like, this is perfect. This fits Joe super well. And then I woke up and Layla had already picked her.
Sorry, it was literally random. It was the only other girl left.
So I was like, what character do I know? I know Dan Levy. Cool. He's in another thing.
Well, it worked. It was your secret word.
Yeah.
That really, I have to say, that secret word, that was the best usage of the secret word, truly. Creating a clone of David Rose. Amazing.
I mean, who doesn't want that in their life?
Least of all, David Rose, from what I'm told.
All right, guys. Are we ready to find out a winner?
Oh, hell, that's what we're here for.
Is that why we're here?
It kind of is.
You guys ready for that?
So, Daddy God Tyler made a nice video.
Fancy.
Yep.
Oh, good idea.
I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Me too.
What happens?
Oh.
Final alert!
Yeah, good. Wait a minute, so when? So you.
Daniela.
I don't care. Peace and love.
Tied for third.
Nice, girl.
Done.
I mean, boy, no.
All right. Which means
Same up.
Knew it.
Radia.
Our winner is Radia.
Thank you. I mean,
Yay!
They want to reach you.
it wasn't what I expected, but thank you, everyone. And I know some people expected someone else to win, so I'm sorry about that. I also expected someone else to win and wanted someone else to win. So
Girl, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry,
It was
everyone.
amazing. Well
Radia,
deserved.
we are so excited. You're our first catfish win.
First catfish.
First,
We've never had a catfish win.
Really?
Really?
That's amazing.
Radia! Although, to be fair, the odds were in the favor of a catfish winning this season.
Radiante.
Yes. And I was very excited for that.
All right, y'all ready for fan favorite? My personal favorite.
I was going to do a drum roll, but you can't see my hands on the desk. Yay!
Alex!
Congrats.
Oh,
Say bon.
shit. Damn. I figured I was gone so quick. I was like, well, I'm very flattered by that. Thank y'all.
Congratulations. All right, you guys will see your winner and fan favorite emojis in the chat soon. Very excited. Very proud of you guys. Really awesome cast.
And
Really
thank you guys for playing. I mean, without you guys, we have nothing to do during quarantine. So we are still looking for people for season 9. Those applications are going to open up soon, so keep your eyes out, people. And that season begins August 17th. So get ready, on the lookout, and we'll be having some speeds, some mini games, some fun stuff in the meantime, so don't go anywhere. We've got a
Layla,
lot planned for you all.
I'm going to challenge you to another speed.
Oh, definitely.
Draco, was it you or Jenny, right? It's going to happen.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you all.
It was so nice
Bye.
talking with you all.
Have a good night.
Yes,
Thank
thanks
you all for
everyone.
having
And-
me.
yeah, and thanks guys. This game was a lot of fun too. So thank you all for that.
And we definitely have to keep in touch with like a group chat or something.
Yeah,
All of us.
with all of our real names now. There's so many different ones now.
Just add two
Oh
more
my
two
God,
more
did
letters
I?
from mine.
Yeah, there you go. That one's easy. All right. Bye,
Thank you so
guys.
much for this opportunity.
Bye.
And nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See y'all on the other side.
Adios.